Murdered her husband in 2002 for the money. She even admitted to the killing.
Originally, prosecutors said they would seek life in prison, but they gave her a plea deal that maxes out her punishment at a lot less than life. That happened in court today, and News 13's Crystal Gutierrez was there.
And Dick, the plea deal has many scratching their heads today, asking why. After all, Ellen Snyder confessed to not only shooting her husband, Michael, she buried him and also filed fraudulent tax returns in Michael's name after he was dead. Michael's friend calls it an injustice.
Anybody that does that to another human being deserves nothing less than life in prison.
Mingus couldn't believe that Ellen Snyder pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter and tax fraud and could spend as little as 2 years behind bars. Snyder was arrested last year after police found her husband's body buried in the yard of their Northeast Heights home. It had been there for about 8 years. Snyder confessed she did it. She was scheduled to go to trial next week. Now, if a jury had found her guilty of murder, she could have faced life in prison. But today's plea deal only carries a sentence of 2 to 11 years. The DA says the plea deal was the best option because first-degree murder would have been hard to prove.
Well, we have her confession. She admitted it, but she said it was self-defense. She said she was a victim of domestic violence and that she was in fear of her life. And so we didn't have a lot to rebut that.
The DA says the statute of limitations had run out on all the charges related to the killing except for first-degree murder. The DA had to convince Ellen Snyder to waive her rights to take the voluntary manslaughter charge. Back to you.
All right, Crystal, Michael Snyder's family was dead set against the plea deal. They wanted to roll the dice and have Ellen tried for murder. Police